joined this team. Do you think enough synergy has been created by now?
Yes, very much so. I think there's been a nice portion of momentum after his arrival. Energy in the group. Anytime you add new players, you get that. But when you add players of Sonny's quality and magnitude, it's even more. And so we're absolutely pleased to have him. And from what I can tell, watching him every day and observing his behavior, he's very happy to be here too.
Okay, then on a scale of the 1 to 10, how would you rate Sonny's performance so far?
Well, I would have to go into my documents because I do rate players every week. I'm going to keep that to myself, but thank you for the question.
Then, with 6 points at stake in these two matches against the Salt Lake City,
Mm-hmm.
it will be crucial for the standing better. Okay. What do you believe will be the key factors in secure win in those games?
Yeah, I mean, if you saw both games, our last two games against San Diego and now against San Jose, you saw two good performances by LAFC. One where our finishing was clinical and our defending was also very solid. We didn't let a lot of chances in. And the other was the opposite. So I think the performances and the effectiveness in the opponent's box and our own box will determine the points in Salt Lake City and at home against Salt Lake City.
All right, we're going to transition over to Zoom. We'll start with Rodrigo.
Coach, I just want to check an update of Nathan. How is he doing and his availability for this week? Maybe not tomorrow, but the weekend.
Yeah, day to day, Nate is doing great with his recovery. Will not be ready for tomorrow's match, but it's getting very close.
Was it any muscular problems that he had?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go over to Josh.
Thanks. Hey, Steve, other than Nathan, any other injury concerns for this match?
No, I would put Jeremy in the same boat, who's extremely close to being able to help, also day to day.
Okay. The club announced the extension of Sergi Palencia, and obviously he's been a big factor for the club since he joined in 2023, and someone you've spoken very highly about the last few seasons. Is he the same player today as he was when he arrived? How have you seen any changes in him over the time that he's been here?
It's a good question. I think fundamentally, yes, it's the same player. You don't really change a whole lot. What changes is character, and what changes is sometimes how emotionally attached you get to a project. And Sergi is all in, and Sergi is in many ways the heart and soul of this team, and he is irreplaceable for us. And on a one-on-one note, really a coach's dream. He gives you everything he has every day, day in and day out. He attempts to implement the strategies. He has questions if it doesn't feel like if they work or they don't work. So really, just a pleasure to have around this team. We're lucky to have him, and an absolute joy to coach as well. And once you get to know him too, his personality is extremely likable as well.
Last one for me. This is the first of the 3 games that you have in hand. How do you think about these matches? I imagine you treat them like any other regular season match, but the fact is that they're moved later into the season and they take on, at least from the outside, more significance just because you have fewer games. So how do you take advantage of these games in the best way possible?
Simply by winning. The only thing that we can do at this point in the season is to win games and keep climbing the table, keep adding points to our account, and that's our main concern. Not even concerned with the weekend yet. We're only concerned with tomorrow.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll go over to Jim Alexander.
Hey, Coach. It's obviously a weird scheduling quirk getting the same team back-to-back within a few days of each other. Is the preparation the same, or you sort of let the game play out tomorrow and then take it from there when you're preparing for the weekend game?
Yeah, I think you'd have to. You have to wait to see what happens tomorrow. I think the initial opponent analysis becomes less after tomorrow. But then you have real data that you can use and video footage you can use from our experience tomorrow in Salt Lake to prepare the group for Sunday's match. But we have to see how the game shakes down, and we have to see what went well, what didn't go well, and in any sports environment, the opponent will make adjustments too. And so, when you play teams back to back, sometimes it can be a little bit of a tactical game going on, trying to change things, surprise the opponent. But we'll see. We have to wait and see how tomorrow ends up for us.
Thanks, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we'll finish up with Daniel Olea. Daniel, you still there?
Hey, Steve, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, thank you for your time. Just as a follow-up for the resigning of Sergio Palencia, we already know that you're not going to continue with the team next season. How much is your involvement with these decisions, like resigning, who's staying, who's coming? Is this just a John Torrington decision, or are you still part of the process as well?
Yeah, part of the process for sure. But in this case, I don't think there was any doubt, nor I don't think any extra opinion was needed. If financially doable, Sergio's a player you sign in a heartbeat. There's zero question there. And to be fair, there's a lot of players on a roster where if you have the ability to re-sign them, you do it without asking anybody else. I think that's a fairly obvious extension.